Unit 1, unit name is the matrices. First we will come to the definition of the matrix. So when you come to the definition of a matrix. So what is a matrix? A matrix is a set of mn elements, a set of mn elements or numbers. You call it as a elements or numbers. Set of mn elements arranged in m rows and n columns. mn elements arranged in m rows and n columns, enclosed by brackets, open brackets or closed brackets. So a set of mn elements, mn numbers, mn product of m into n, mn are the two positive integers. Set of mn elements arranged in m rows and n columns and enclosed by some brackets, open brackets or closed brackets, is called as a matrix. So now in the next page, for example, the matrix is denoted by capital ABC. Matrices are denoted by capital ABC. What is that mn numbers? For example, we will see here. So first element or first number A11, A12 up to so on A1n. A21. Mute. Listen here. Until I say nobody want to be unmute. నేను చెప్పేంత వరకు ఎవరు unmute చేయదు. One more thing, this session is going to be recorded. Everything will be recorded. This record I'll try to give later this links also. So మీరు ఎట్టి పరిస్థితిలో unmute చేయదు. Okay, when I say then only you have to respond. So now the matrices elements are A11, A12, A1n, A21, A22, A22n, up to so on A31, A32, in the same way up to so on AM1, AM2, up to so on AMN. So now see here how many columns? First, second, third, up to so on n columns. How many columns will be there? N columns. How many rows? Check it. First, second, third, up to so on m rows. How many rows it will be? M rows. So n columns, m rows. So total how many elements present means 1, 2, 3 up to so on n. 1, 2, 3 up to so on m. So m into n. M into n is nothing but mn elements will be present. That's the reason in the definition we are written set of mn elements. So m rows n columns, total how many elements means mn elements. So the matrix order is denoted by m cross n. Example, you can take any of your choice. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 8, 9. So what is that? How many rows? 3 rows, 3 columns. Okay. So 3 rows, 3 columns. For example, you take another matrix. B is equal to sum like this. B is equal to some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 rows, 3 columns. Okay. This is about the definition of the matrix. Have any doubt on this? Can anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Next. Okay, good. Now we are completed definition of the matrix. Then we go for the types of matrices. Types of matrices. So what are the types of matrices is there? We will discuss. First, Real matrix. Real matrix. So what is a real matrix? Means a matrix whose elements, a matrix whose elements are real numbers. A matrix whose elements are real numbers is called as a real matrix. Real matrix. So for example, if you take A is equal to some 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 2, 2, 2, 2 to 7. So the numbers are real, therefore it is a real matrix. For example, if you take 1, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, minus 1, 2, 4, minus 5, 7, 8. So this is also real matrix. All its elements are the real numbers, then it is called as a real matrix. Next, complex matrix. So what is a complex matrix? Means its elements are complex numbers. For example, A is equal to example A is equal to 2i. What is the complex numbers? A plus ib format. 2i, 3, 3 minus 4i, or 4 plus 5i. So the elements are in the form of the complex number, then it is called as a complex matrix. Next, column matrix. Column matrix. So what is a column matrix? Means a matrix which has only one column, it is called as a column matrix. For example, 1, 2, 3 is a column matrix. Example. So now, for example, 3, 2, 1 is a column matrix. For example, any elements A, B, C is a column matrix. Okay. So what you said, 3 rows, 1 column. 3 rows, 1 column. 3 rows, 1 column. If you want, you can take like this also. 2, 3. 2 rows, 1 column. So it is also called as a column matrix. The matrix which has a one column, then it is called as a column matrix. Now when you come to the row matrix, a matrix which has only single row, it is called as a row matrix. For example, 2, 3, 4, only single row, or A, B, C, only single row. So how many rows? One row, three columns. One row, three columns. Or you can take 5, 6. One row, two columns. So that means a matrix which has only one row, then it is called as a row matrix. A matrix which has a one column, it is called as a column matrix. Next, square matrix. Square matrix. What is square matrix? Means a matrix which has a number of rows and number of columns are equal. Number of rows is equal to number of columns. So it is a square matrix. So example, A is equal to some 1 by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. So rows and columns are equal. So it is called as a square matrix. Next, rectangular matrix. Rectangular matrix. So what is a rectangular matrix? You know, number of rows not equal to number of columns. Number of rows not equal to number of columns. We are coming from scratch. Okay, starting basics onwards, we are coming. These are types of matrices. So now, number of rows not equal to number of columns. For example, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 7. So how many rows? 2 rows, 3 columns. Therefore, it is a rectangular. Rows not equal to column. Next, null matrix. Null matrix. So what is a null matrix? Means all elements are zero in a matrix is called as a null matrix. 0, 0, 0, 0. So it is called as a null matrix. Is denoted by letter O. Okay. So it is a null matrix. Next, diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. So what is a diagonal matrix? Means Except diagonal elements, remaining all elements are 0. For example, 1, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 6. So this is called as a diagonal, main diagonal, or you call it as a principal diagonal. Okay. So except diagonal elements, remaining all elements are 0 is called as a diagonal matrix. After this, immediately we will come to the scalar matrix. So what is a what is a scalar matrix? Means it is a diagonal matrix and all diagonal elements are equal. For example, 2 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 2. So it is a diagonal matrix and all main diagonal elements are equal. So it is called as a scalar matrix. Okay. Next, upper triangular matrix. Upper Between upper triangular matrix. So what is the upper triangular matrix? Means below the principal diagonal, all elements are 0. To understand this, we will take one example. For example, 2 4 5 6, some 0 5 7 8, 0 0, some 6 7, 0 0 0, next is some 9. Isn't it? This is a main diagonal or principal diagonal. Below the principal diagonal or main diagonal, all elements are 0. Then it is called as the upper triangular matrix. Okay. Below the main diagonal, all elements are 0. Then it is called as the upper triangular matrix. Simply, in another words, here, why we are calling upper means upper part elements only present. Upper part elements are non-zero. That's the reason it is called as the upper triangular matrix. In the same way, when you come to the lower triangular matrix, lower triangular matrix, so same example. Some if you take 2 4 or 2 0 0 0 5, first we'll write diagonal. Wait a minute. 2 0 0 0 5 0 5 0 0. You can take any of your choice. 0 0 7. Wait a minute. Take this as some 10 10 10. Next, this is some 0 7 8 9 9. Okay, you take any of your choice. So above the main diagonal, above the main diagonal, all elements are 0. This one. Above the main diagonal, all elements are 0. Then it is called as a lower triangular matrix. Simply in another words, I said already, just lower elements will be present. Lower elements will be present. It is called as a lower triangular matrix. Okay. So, is there any doubt in the upper triangular and lower triangular? Can anyone?
No.
Okay. So, this is about the simply lower elements will be present. It is a lower triangular matrix. Upper elements will be present. It is a upper triangular matrix. But when you give the definition, we have to say like this: upper triangular means main diagonal. Below the main diagonal, all elements are 0. Upper triangular matrix. The same way, lower triangular also. So this is some types of matrices. Now, next, idempotent matrix. Idempotent matrix. A square matrix. Square matrix means all rows and columns are number of rows equal to number of columns. A square matrix capital A is said to be is said to be idempotent matrix if A square equal to A. If it is satisfied A square equal to A, then it is called as a idempotent. That means when you multiply A into A, again you have to get A only. For example, if you take A equal to 1001, so it is a unit matrix. When you do A square, what is that? A square means what will you get? 1001, next to 1001. So 1001 is a unit matrix. When you multiply these two, what will you get again? 1001 only. So therefore you got again A. Therefore this A equal to 1001 is a idempotent matrix. Idempotent matrix. So unit matrix is always a idempotent matrix. Not only this, any matrix, when you multiply A into A, if you got again A, then that is called as a idempotent matrix. Next, invaluatory matrix. Invaluatory matrix. So what is the invaluatory matrix? Means A square equal to I. That means when you multiply A into A, if you got identity, then we call it as a invaluatory matrix. Okay. This invaluatory matrix, when we discuss the problems, we will get some of these type of problems also based on this definition. Okay. So you simply remember what is the invaluatory matrix means A square equal to I. That is nothing but when you do A into A, you have to get identity matrix. Identity matrix means in the 2 cross 2, what is the 2 cross 2 identity? 1 0 0 1. Is the 3 cross 3, what is that? 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. In the 3 cross 3. Okay. Next, nilpotent matrix. Nilpotent matrix. So what is a nilpotent matrix means? We'll do in fresh page. Nilpotent matrix. So what is a nilpotent matrix means? For example, A is a one matrix. You try to find A square, A cube like that. At some stage you got 0, some A power n equal to 0 you got. You are finding A square, A cube, A power n. So like that at certain stage if you got 0, then this A is called as a nilpotent matrix. It's called as a nilpotent matrix. To understand this, I'll give one example. Example, A is equal to 0, 0 to 0, 0. So what I'm doing is, you first do A square. Okay, check it. A into A. So what is the A into A? 0 to 0, 0. Next, 0 to 0, 0. If anybody don't know matrix multiplication, no worry, you can learn from here. I'm saying here, row into column. So what is it? 0 into 0 plus 2 into 0. Next, row into second column. 0 into 2 plus 0 into 0. Next, second row into first column. 0 into 0 plus 0 into 0. Second row into second column. 0 into 2 plus 0 into 0. So if anybody don't know matrix multiplication, you can learn here. So what is its value? 0 into anything is 0. 0 into anything is 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. So what you got? You got 0. At which stage you got? A square only you got 0. So if you got like this 0, then this A is a nilpotent matrix. Nilpotent matrix. It is not guaranteed that every problem get at A square only 0. Some matrix may get A cube 0. Some matrix may get A power 4 is 0. Okay, like that. So in this problem, when you take a equal to 0 to 0, 0, you got at a square only you got 0. Our target is we got 0. Null matrix got means it is a nilpotent. So therefore here 0 to 0, 0 is a nilpotent. So at which stage you got? At 2. At 2 when you do a square, you got 0. Therefore this 2 is called, this 2 is called, you got a square equal to what is the value? A square equal to you got 0. Therefore, this 2 is called as a 2 is called index. Okay, this is called as a index of the nilpotent matrix. So this problem a square you got 0, null matrix you got. This 2 is called as a index of the it is called as a index of the nilpotent matrix. Next, this index is a minimum value. This index is nothing but the minimum value. So what is that means? For example, I got in this problem a square equal to 0. If a square equal to 0, can anyone say what is the a square into a? What is a square into a?
Zero, sir.
Zero.
It is also 0.
Zero.
That
Zero.
means
Zero.
yes, a cube is a 0. So now a power 4, what is that? A cube into a.
Zero.
It is
Zero.
also 0. So that
Zero.
means one thing. So a square equal to 0, a cube equal to 0, a power 4 equal to 0, a power 5 equal to 0. 0 means null matrix. It is understood that null matrix. So now which one you have to take as an index? Which one you have to take the index? So minimum one, least value. What is that? Where you got least one? A square equal to 0
A
you got.
square.
This
A
2
square.
is called as a, this 2 number is called as index. You don't say a cube is 0, therefore 3 is also index. This index is a minimum value, least value at which the matrix going to be 0. So here at the power 2, it is going to be 0. Therefore 2 is the index, not 3, 4, 5, least value. Okay, I hope you understood. Have any doubts on this? Can anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Have you feel after long time you are seeing the whiteboard? Okay.
Good, sir.
Oh. So now next, transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix. You know what is a transpose of a matrix? Means interchanging rows into columns or columns into rows. మీరు ఇలా అనకండి, ఇంటర్చేంజింగ్ రోస్ ఇంటూ కాలమ్స్ ఇంటూ రోస్ అంటే మళ్ళీ సేమ్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ వస్తుంది. ఇంటర్చేంజింగ్ రోస్ ఇంటూ కాలమ్స్ ఆర్ కాలమ్స్ ఇంటూ రోస్, then the resultant matrix is called as a transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix is denoted by, transpose of a matrix denoted by a transpose, like this a power t, or it is called as a dash. Okay, so now to understand this example, for example, a is equal to 1 2 3, some 2 4 5, next to 3 5 6 is there. So it's a transpose. We'll do one thing, take this as a 8. So now a transpose, interchange rows into columns. This row 1 2 3, here column 2 4 5, next to 8 5 6. So
Six.
this is a transpose of a matrix.
Matrix.
So, next, based on this, we are slowly entering deeply into the subject, symmetric matrix.
Yeah, okay. A transfer.
Uh, can anyone say what is the time now?
233.
I have plenty of time. So now, symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. So what is a symmetric matrix? What is a symmetric matrix? Means a square matrix capital a square matrix, a square matrix capital A is said to be symmetric if A equal to A transpose. So a square matrix capital A is said to be symmetric if A equal to A transpose. Next, skew symmetric. Skew symmetric matrix. Next, a square matrix capital A square matrix capital A is said to be skew symmetric is said to be skew symmetric skew symmetric if A equal to minus A transpose, or you can call A transpose equal to minus A. So symmetric means A equal to A transpose, and skew symmetric means A equal to minus A transpose. Uh, so now based on this, I'll try to prove some theorem. Okay, you can assume it as a problem also. Uh, I'm putting question or equal theorem. Every square matrix ఒక 10 నిమిషాలు ఎక్స్ట్రా అయినా ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు కదా బాయ్స్ అండ్ గర్ల్స్ 5 or 10 minutes.
No problem, sir.
Sir, okay, sir.
లేదు సార్.
Every square matrix.
No, sir. ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు.
Okay. Listen this carefully. Very interesting result. Every square matrix can be. This is a very good result. I like this result. Every square matrix can be uniquely expressed as a sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. As a sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. Listen carefully, very interesting. It's not any rocket science, we will prove very easily. So first I'll try to understand the question. What does that mean? Any square matrix you can take, we can split that into symmetric and skew symmetric. Whatever the square matrix you can take, you can split that matrix into, for example, A is the one matrix, we can split that matrix into symmetric and plus skew symmetric. That we have to prove. Any matrix, any square matrix if you take, we can make it into two parts. One is a symmetric, one is a skew symmetric. Here mentioned one more word, uniquely. This uniquely I will discuss at the final of the solution. Okay, you uniquely word, you don't worry about it. So now my target is any square matrix, whatever the square matrix, we can write it as a symmetric plus skew symmetric. ఒక మ్యాట్రిక్స్ ఇచ్చిండు, ఆ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ ని రెండుగా స్ప్లిట్ చేయొచ్చు. వన్ ఇస్ అ సిమెట్రిక్, వన్ ఇస్ అ స్క్యూ సిమెట్రిక్. That we are going to prove. So now listen here, I'll try to prove this result by your known facts only. Solution, for example, A is there. A can I write 2A by 2? Is there any problem? A can I write 2A by 2? 2 cancel, again it is a A. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, this 2A can I split A plus A by 2? No issue, we can split. Next, what I'm doing is this A plus A, I'm adding plus A transpose, subtracting A transpose. Is you have any problem adding subtracting A transpose? You have any issue? No.
No.
So next what I'm doing is, after this, so therefore this A we are written A plus A transpose minus A transpose. Now what I'm doing is this A plus A transpose. Okay, next these two I'm writing A plus A transpose. Next A minus A transpose by 2. I'm joining 2 to A plus A transpose, A minus A transpose. In the next page what I'm doing is A is equal to, see this one, A plus A transpose by 2 separate, A minus A transpose by 2. In the next page, A plus A transpose by 2, next plus A minus A transpose by 2. Isn't a denominator by 2 is there? I'm separating for this 2 by 2 and this one by 2. Okay. So now we got this one. So let here we do one thing. Let P is equal to, I am assuming, assumption is not any issue. We can assume. Let P is equal to A plus A transpose by 2. Q is equal to A minus A transpose by 2. So therefore, what you got, this assume as a 1. So 1 implies how we can write A is equal to P plus Q. So A is the matrix splitted into what? P and Q. Are you getting what I'm saying? Can anyone? A
Yes,
is
sir.
the
Yes,
matrix.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
now what we did means A is a matrix we splitted into two matrices. One is a P matrix, another is a Q matrix. But what is our question? Can be expressed as a sum of SUM, sum means addition, sum of symmetric and skew symmetric. Sum of symmetric and skew symmetric. Sum means addition. So we got A is a matrix. It is expressed as a sum of two matrices. Sum of two matrices. So now what we have to prove? We have to prove this P is a symmetric and Q is a skew symmetric. We have to prove this is a P is a symmetric. Q is a what? Skew symmetric. Okay. Is there any doubt? Can anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
First what I did A is expressed as a two matrices. In the question what is there? We have to express it as a previous page. We have to express it as a sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. Sum means addition. Sum means addition. So here we got addition of two matrices. Now I will prove this P is a symmetric, Q is a skew symmetric. So now come here. P is equal to, what is the P is equal to? A plus A transpose by 2. So now, listen here in the next page. So P is equal to A plus A transpose by 2. Take P transpose. So P transpose equal to A plus A transpose by 2 whole transpose. Okay. So now listen here, properties of transpose. Ka whole transpose is nothing but K into A transpose. So this 1 by 2. 1 by 2 transpose is 1 by 2 only. So 1 by 2 into A plus A transpose whole transpose. Just a constant you have to take outside. Next, A plus B whole transpose. A plus B whole transpose is A transpose plus B transpose. The B plus what is there here? A plus B whole transpose is A transpose plus B transpose. This is a A, this is a B. So how we can write A transpose plus B transpose means A transpose whole transpose. Okay. So now 1 by 2 into, so now again transpose property. A transpose whole transpose, what is that? A only. Okay. A transpose whole transpose is what? A. So what you got this value? A transpose plus A. So what is the P? Listen here. 1 by 2 into A plus A transpose. So what is the P here? P equal to what is there? What is the P? A plus A transpose. Again what you got? 1 by 2 A plus A transpose. Can anyone say what is this value?
P,
P,
sir.
sir.
P.
P, sir.
Okay.
P,
So
sir.
P is
we are
equal to P transpose.
yes, very good. You are taken P transpose, you got again P only. Therefore, P is a what? So what you got? You are
P
taken
is
P
symmetric.
transpose. We got P transpose. We are taking P transpose. You got P. Therefore, P is a P
Symmetric.
Symmetric.
P. P
P
is a
transpose is equal to P.
symmetric. Is there any rocket science behind this? No, no.
No, sir.
Next.
Nothing, sir.
Next. Now come to Q. What is a Q? A minus A transpose by 2. What is a Q? Check here. A minus A transpose by 2. So Q is equal to A minus A transpose by 2. Again take the transpose. Q transpose equal to A minus A transpose whole transpose. Taking transpose both sides. Taking transpose both sides. So what will get? Q transpose equal to 1 by 2 into, just now I said A minus A trans. If you want, I'll write here. Okay. 1 by 2 outside A minus A transpose whole transpose. Next, for example, A minus B whole transpose is there. We can write A transpose minus B transpose. So what will get this value? 1 by 2 into A transpose minus. So what is this value? A transpose whole transpose. Okay. So now 1 by 2 into A transpose whole transpose. What is the value?
A.
A. So now take the minus common. 1 by 2 into take minus. So what is it? A minus
A minus
A
A
A
transpose.
minus A transpose.
So what is 1 by 2 A minus A transpose?
Q.
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 Very good.
Q.
So what you got? Minus, this minus is there, minus Q.
Minus Q.
So
2
yes,
is equal to minus.
wait a minute.
Q transpose.
Yes. Wait a minute. I want to be move this screen. Okay. So now what you got? Q transpose
Q
equal to
transpose is equal
Is equal
to
to minus Q.
Q transpose equals to minus Q.
therefore Q transpose equal to minus Q. Therefore Q is the what? Q is the what?
Symmetric.
Q
Q
symmetric.
symmetric.
Skew symmetric matrix.
Therefore, in the one previously, what is that? A equal to P plus Q. A is equal to what is that? P plus Q. A is equal to P plus Q. What you got P? Can anyone? What you got P?
Symmetric.
Symmetric you got.
Symmetric.
Sum of symmetric plus Q
Yes,
symmetric.
very good. What is the Q? Q symmetric.
Q symmetric.
Yes. That means A is a matrix which is expressed as a sum of, addition is there, sum of symmetric plus skew symmetric. That means any matrix you can take, we can express it as a symmetric plus skew symmetric. This completes the proof. So one more thing, there is a one short thing. It can be expressed as a uniquely. What I said? Uniquely. What is this uniquely? We will listen. Just 2 minutes. So I said A is equal to P plus Q, where P is a symmetric, Q is a skew symmetric. Q is a skew symmetric. Okay. Some boy in your class, some boy saying no, why we write A equal to P plus Q? We can write A is equal to R plus S. Somebody is saying no, I am saying A equal to P plus Q. Some boy is saying no, A is we can write also R plus S also. Somebody is saying. So A equal to R plus S, another representation. So this is for uniqueness. I am saying A equal to P plus Q. Some of you boy or girl saying no, we can write it as a R plus S. We can write R plus S. R is a symmetric. Next to Q is S is a Q symmetric. Okay. I am saying A equal to P plus Q. Some boy is saying A equal to R plus S is saying. So now what we are doing is another boy is saying A equal to R plus S. R is a symmetric, S is a skew symmetric. So now what I am doing is A equal to R plus S. Take transpose both sides. A transpose equal to R plus S whole transpose. Taking transpose both sides. R transpose plus S transpose. Just now the boy what he said, R is a symmetric. R is a symmetric means what? R equal to R is a symmetric means what? R equal to, can anyone?
R transpose.
R transpose.
S is a symmetric. S means S is equal to
minus S transpose.
Minus S transpose.
Minus S transpose.
So
Minus S
what is value? R. R transpose equal to R. S transpose equal to minus S.
minus S transpose.
Okay. So this A transpose is R minus S. A equal to R plus S. So now P is equal to, starting come to the formula, what is that? P is equal to what is there? A plus
A plus A
A
transpose
transpose by 2. Okay. A plus A transpose by 2. Okay. Now P is equal to, what is the A value? What is the A value here? R plus
R
S.
plus S.
What is the A transpose value? R minus
R
S
minus S.
by 2. These two subtracted. P is equal to, what is that? R plus
2R by 2 R.
2R
2R
by
by
2.
R.
P
R.
is equal to R. So I said, listen here, I said P plus Q. Some boy is saying R plus S, but finally what I got? P equal to R. What you got? నేను అంటున్నాను A equal to P plus Q అని, మీలో ఒకరు అంటున్నారు లేదు R plus S అన్నారు. P equal to ఏమైంది? R అయింది. అంటే వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ సెడ్ I said both are equal only. Both are equal only. Similarly, we can prove
Q is equal to S.
Q equal to S. So that means finally what we can conclude here, A is a matrix which is expressed as a symmetric plus Q symmetric. Every square matrix can be expressed as a symmetric plus Q symmetric, and it is also unique way. Unique way means I am saying P plus Q, you are saying R plus S, but finally what is going? P equal to R, Q equal to S. Okay, these are one of the theorem. I think నేను కొంచెం deep గా తీసుకెళ్ళి అనుకుంటాను. Is there any issue? Have any doubts on this?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
I'll forward this material to you. Actually, we have the problems on this. Whatever that we are discussing, problems is there. I want to discuss that problems tomorrow. That's the reason we discussed this theorem. Suppose in the question, suppose in exam you prove that every square matrix can be expressed as a sum of symmetric plus Q symmetric, means you have to write all these things. So up to you write that P plus Q is also enough. No need to prove uniqueness. If you can able to prove, you can prove. Otherwise, you stop at A equal to P plus Q, symmetric, Q symmetric. Okay. So that is a today's class. So you have to remember one thing. What is the P value? What is the P value? A plus
A plus A transpose by
2. What is Q value? A minus.
A minus
A minus A transpose by 2.
So these two formula important to do problems. In the exam problems you'll ask, this is one of the theorem. Very simple. I will forward this notes to you. Okay. This is about today class. Have any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.